Hi there. Today's topic is, so you want a promotion. Now what? I think the first thing you need to do, if you feel like you're ready for any type of next step, is look at your body of work and ensure that it's consistent with the narrative that you want to project. Um, it's very easy for us to get into situations where we feel like we want to look at a new role. It's very easy for us to get into situations where we think we're ready to lead others, to inspire others, to motivate, etc. But there's a lot that goes into that. I've led sales teams for a long time, and I do remember a lot of folks that have a quarter, 6 months of strong success. They exceeded goal substantially, and then they told me, Carson, I want to be promoted. Okay. But there's other elements to being promoted than good results or good sales results. It really comes down to, the ability to communicate, to convey a message. Being a manager isn't about good sales results. It's about being able to understand your team and their motivating factors, understanding that everybody needs and wants to be led differently, and being able to meet them where they are. And there's a level of discipline and polish that's really required to be a good leader. Things are going to transpire that you don't necessarily agree with. So how have you responded when things have not gone your way? In fact, if you're passed over for a promotion, these are often very defining moments. How do you handle it? What do you do in the wake of that? But the first thing you do when you want to get a promotion is you reflect on your body of work and understand, does that lend to a trajectory to another level? The other piece to this is making sure that you're very crisp and clear with your intentions and desires with the people that matter. One would be your manager. You've got to make sure that they have your blessing, your consent, your buy-in, because you're going to need their endorsement. They are not necessarily the end-all be-all in these types of situations, but it's important that they buy into you going to the next level. And they may ultimately be asked by, whomever the hiring manager might be, if you're looking to be promoted into another division or whatever that looks like, they may be asked to provide their thoughts on your candidacy. So be sure that you manage that relationship effectively. Make clear your intention, but also gain their feedback. Ask them, in order to get promoted, what are the milestones that I need to be adhering to? What do I need to be focusing on in order to really shore up any gaps that I may have in being considered and having a high probability of success? I will tell you that promotions rarely happen on your timetable, and you may be qualified to get a promotion. But if you look at job statistics and 100 or 1,000 people go up for a role, those are your odds. And unless you have something that's going to substantially or dramatically increase them, which could be experience, could be relationships that you have, and could be contributions that you make to the business, these are you're up against those odds. So you want to make sure that you do everything you can to shore those up. Often my advice to people when they're looking for promotion is, sure, you're doing great at these areas. Have you identified the areas that you know that you need to improve on? What are you doing to improve on those areas? How are you going to master those tasks? Because it's in getting uncomfortable where you can become a master in some of these other areas that maybe you don't stand out in currently. It's like a stock portfolio. You want to make sure that you diversify your portfolio and that you're effective in a number of things that are going to speak to the value that you could bring as a manager. Any promotion that somebody makes is a gamble. Your hiring manager or the hiring manager is rolling the dice that you're going to be the right candidate, and that's why you want to make sure that you make that risk appear as minimal as possible. You're going to do that, number one, by coming to the table with great results, but also having that narrative and having the relationship with people that can vouch for you, people that will say that you are the right candidate, and being able to speak to the experience, and also that polish. How have you reacted when things have not gone your way? What is your grasp on controlling the controllables in the environment that you're in? And again, the relationship piece. We live in an age where I believe firmly that people do and will make time to have informational type conversations. So if you're looking for a promotion, obviously you want to talk to your boss, but talking to the other people that might be part of that decision-making process, maybe people that have done the role before, maybe your boss's boss, if there's a relationship with that person and your boss is not going to feel slighted by you going to them, or other people. Let's say you're looking at another department and you want to make some relationships over there, people that have done that job, people that hire for that job. Make those relationships, reach out, ask for feedback, ask for guidance. Just say, hey, I'm exploring and I'm finding out what my next role might look like. And I'd be interested to get your perspective on how I might parlay my skills into that line of work, that division, that vertical, whatever may have you. And you'll be surprised. You send out 20, 30 of those types of messages, you'll get some conversations. Not only will you gain perspective, but you'll also be on their radar. Taking that step, finding different ways to stand out, make sure your presentation is sound, make sure your resume looks good, your LinkedIn profile, because these are the types of things that people are going to be able to easily see to gauge your candidacy. You want to make sure that those types of things don't eliminate you from candidacy. So make sure your summary is sound, it grabs attention on those types of things, but that it really plays up the experience that you have that can be translated into other divisions. And what I mean by that is numbers. What I mean by that is projects that you've undertaken, examples of teamwork and team efforts, results, awards, anything you've done to really add value and add to the bottom line. And the last thing I would say, if you're looking for a promotion or you think you're ready for a promotion, remember, again, it doesn't necessarily happen on your timetable. Focus on your body of work and the presentation that you put out there, but whatever happens, learn from it and stay the course. Because if you believe strongly that you're the right candidate for a promotion, have the confidence in yourself and have the resolve to see it through. Figure out what milestones you need to hit to really truly be the candidate, and make it to the point where you are the obvious choice. Sometimes, even if you feel you're the obvious choice, it won't necessarily happen on your timetable. But I can tell you, if you stay the course and you persevere and you continue to do the things that you know you need to do and that hiring managers and other influencers tell you to do, you'll get there. Best of luck. Thanks for watching.